Hey, what's up, online community? And thanks for stopping by and checking out another segment of Straight No Chaser, where I talk sports and culture for fans, oftentimes with the fans. Now, with the start of college football beginning across the country, I know we want to have a little conversation about college football, but this is bigger than me. So I had to get on the phone and call in one of the heavy hitters. So I want to welcome to the show my man. He's a NCAA national title winner, Johnny Unitas Award winner, Heisman Trophy finalist, and all-around good guy, my man Tony Rice from the University of Notre Dame. So Tony, thanks for stopping by and checking out another episode of Straight No Chaser. Thanks for joining me, man.
Well, Stan, thanks for inviting me. Anything to help you out with your podcast and what you got going on in life, I'll be happy to help out.
Man, so before we get into it, let's raise our glasses up. You know how we do it at home. If you got it, grab your favorite libation. We're about to get into a Straight No Chaser. Cheers. And I think that I'm glad that you were able to present that, because there's a fallacy out there that if you play, and I can't speak for all schools, but the fallacy that you don't go to class, that you're an athlete, and everything is taken care of for you and everything's handed to you. You just go and you practice and things like that. Real quick, talk about the structure that was in place for you as an athlete, because I don't think everyone understands kind of the commitment and the structure that goes into being a student athlete, especially on that level.
Yeah, it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job, which you have to equip yourself is doing two things at once: being a student and being an athlete. And then it's not over when the season is over as well, because you got the hard training, spring ball, winter workouts, summer. So you're not able to do the things you want to do in order to make money. You don't have time to work at a job during the summertime because you're in summer school in order to try to take some of the classes so that the workload is not as tough as when football season starts. So you want to get that out of the way first during the summer. So you're not able to do those things. And being a student is really going to tell it all too, because you do have to show up. And Notre Dame classes were not that big. So the teachers they know your name.
Yes.
You can't miss a day. And we had some of the coaching staff make sure that they're going to check you in. Either they check you in for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but then they check to see if you're going to classes. And that's when it goes back when I say Big Brother. Big Brother's always watching you. Yes. There's no shortcuts in these games at Notre Dame.
Well, and I'm glad that you touched on that, because again, every athlete that I've had on the show has said the same thing, that you are expected to go to class. It is a full-time, the commitment is like a full-time job, because, there's the class aspect, there's the training aspect, there's the study table aspect, there's the practice aspect, the game, the travel. So, there's a lot of time. It's not you just roll the balls out, you practice for a couple hours, and you play the game. There's a lot more to it. So I'm glad you're able to share that. And you reinforce and reinforce, what's been shared. And I think because I also have a lot of younger athletes that watch the show, being able for them to understand that, especially if they want to play at a high level, it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of commitment to be able to play at that level beyond just putting the ball in the hoop or throwing the ball down the field or getting to the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. And it goes back to, if you really want it bad enough, you'll do it. Yeah. And some of the things you are going to have to do it, maybe you don't want to do it, but you have to do it. And, don't get me wrong. You wish you can be at the other universities, and, some of the guys go to class a lot and some people don't go a lot. But again, Notre Dame takes it very seriously that you're going to do this.
Yes.
We're not going to waste no scholarship or you not going to class and just participate on the football field.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We have an investment. The investment is make sure you do the right thing.
And that's the other thing too. It's a financial investment, because that, there's scholarship, there's, training, there's uniform, all of that comes at a price, so you want to make sure that there's an ROI, return on investment, and also that the level of trust is there, because they trusted in you to bring you to that university, to represent the university, to be a part of that program. So absolutely, I can see how that comes into play.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes.
So one of our viewers, Kim Brown, shout out to Kim Brown. I've had him on the show before. Coach Holtz, Coach Holtz has a reputation as a little bit of a spitter. Fired up. So Kim Brown wanted to know, was there a situation that it could have been with you or anyone else where, somebody may have accidentally got a little bit, or, it's like, oh man, coach got a little close?
I'm one of those people. You know, Coach Host has a lisp. And I think there was one time that his spit was not able to get to me because we played against Penn State. It was 25 below with the wind chill factor. So there was no spitting happening because when it got close, it went right down because it was so cold. But yes, I've been spitted on many other times. That COVID would have been all over me right now.
Oh, my man.